The Majora Marble Association has been on a long hiatus, but we are finally back. But before we can start the qualifiers, we have to do the draw. Now, normally the draw would not be recorded and broadcasted, however, here we have our groups. We're doing the draw because it's been a while, so we need to get re-familiar with these teams, starting with Pot A, Deep Sea Divers, Supernovas, Team Chroma, and the Caramel Crew. 4 groups of 8 in this qualifiers, so we're going to have 8 groups of 4 in the pot. Caramel Crew in the lead, they're looking to go into Group A, and they go followed by the Supernovas going into Group B, Deep Sea Divers in Group C, and Team Chroma in Group D. This is going to be a very quick draw, very fast-paced, not a lot of time to commentate, but now we have Pot B, Team Antarctic, Blackout Ninjas, Balls of Goo, and the Lizard Legion, the rename of the formerly known Lizard Leapers. And the Lizard Legion, they seem to be the team that is far ahead. They're going to go into Group A, Team Antarctic into Group B, Blackout Ninjas into Group C, and Balls of Goo are going to go into Group D. Now, as we get more and more teams in these groups, you're going to start to see a bit of a shift in how these marbles are going to try and get into a specific group, the one that looks easiest for them to get into, for them to qualify from, I mean. Now we have Pot C, it's going to be the Zodiac Signs currently looking to go into Group A, but no, who is at that passes them? That's the Megabots. Zodiac Signs will settle for Group B, Pyromaniacs in Group C, and Wicked Wolves are going to go into Group D with their Season 1 rivals, Team Chroma. And now, 3 teams in every group, so you're starting to get a bit of a good idea of what to expect from these groups. And now we have Pot D. Now, Frostbite Flyers might stand out as a lot better than these other 3 teams. However, Frostbite Flyers didn't have the best Season 2, and the other 3 teams did have a good Season 2 in the B League, which puts them in this group with them. Blueberry Strikers in Group A, Exotic Emeralds in Group B, Sea Serpents in Group C, and Frostbite Flyers into Group D. Now, Group D looks pretty scary already. You got all teams that have finished in the top 5 before in Season 1 or Season 2, and now we have Pot E. And here it looks like it's the Supersonic Speeders that are going to go into Group A. Shell Shockers into Group B, Patriotic Racers into Group C, and our Season 2 provisional champions, the Candy Crushers, continuing to up the ante in Group D. Supersonic Speeders definitely staying on in Group A, as Group A does not look particularly threatening. Now, in the 6th pot, we have the Glowing Moons going into Group A. Now, you may notice that we actually have the coaches running here in this draw. The only time you'll see them on the track in this season. So you see the frosted uniforms there, but the actual teams will have their Season 2 uniforms, and there you see the results of the 6th pot. And now the penultimate pot, Pot G. And here we have, it looks like it's a pretty close race for who's going into Group A, but it's going to be the Science Sprinters, followed by the Bronze Bengals, Manic Monarchs into Group C. Freezing Kings gonna go into that pretty scary Group D. But now, 7 teams in each group. It is time for the final pot. The bottom of the barrel teams in this league, the Hornet Hive Mind, Planetary Pirates, Golden Geese, and Banana Splits. Planetary Pirates, the only team here that have qualified. They qualified in Season 2, but their season did not go very well. The Golden Geese are going to go into Group A, followed quickly by the Hornet Hive Mind. It seems like they want to go into Group A, but they're going into Group B. Planetary Pirates in Group C, and the Banana Splits, the worst team in the league, going into Group D. And here we have our 4 groups going into the qualifiers. All of these groups sure to be very competitive. Of course, some a little bit better on average than the others, but overall, pretty balanced groups. You see they're in graphic form. We will see you pretty soon for part 1 of the qualifiers.